Important topic today. What are we talking today? Today we are talking about how you can have sustainable business, sustainable success, fulfilled life. Its business is not just monetary achievement. We are going to talk about holistic wellness. So, how to thrive as a business owner without burnout? Burnout is so real, especially for solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, small business owners. It is so real because most solopreneurs they quit 40 hours of job, end up working in their own business, and like 80 hours they don't see the weekend, weekdays. And how I'm telling, because I was there, I lived that life 2 months, and I was totally burnt out. I just started hating whatever work I was doing. It was just way too much and just felt like leaving everything and go away somewhere. And that's not the way we want to live our life, right? And I mentioned many times about Steve Jobs' last write-up. It was full of regrets. He said people think that I had a really amazing life, but he said I didn't have any friends, I didn't pursue any of my hobbies, I just kept on working, 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 and now I'm here in the sick bed, and I can trade everything except the sick bed. And he realized at the last moment, and that's not the way we want to live our life, right? So we'll be talking about four major pillars that are important for your sustainable success. So discover these four essential keys to building business that not only thrives functionality but also fulfills you personally for years and years to come without burning out, and yeah, without quitting and retiring early. Yeah, you can still continue your business on your own terms. It's not like that you have to follow somebody else's guideline. This is your business, your rules, and that's we are going to talk about today. So who am I? If you are meeting me for the first time, I'm Supets, and I have been a lifetime solopreneur. No, I'm more like entrepreneur, small business owners. That's why I love to serve solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, small business owners, because I have been in all those categories, and I understand their challenges, and we are tackling all those challenges. So let's get started. Yeah, I also have another image like the lady who gives presentations on treadmill, because I want to show you you don't need to sacrifice your health while building business. You can incorporate various things and still have a successful life and business. So, what is your passion? Just find the foundation for sustainable success. What you truly love doing. The feeling of pure enjoyment isn't just fleeting emotion, it's your authentic self trying to guide you towards fulfillment. When you trap into activities that engage rather than drain you, business becomes less about work and more about purpose. And that is what we want to achieve, right? Purpose driven business and life. The most successful business owners regularly check in with themselves to ensure they are still aligned with their passions. What you love can evolve more time, and that's perfectly normal. The key is staying attuned to these shifts and adjusting accordingly. Now, I have a mentor, and if I send him an email, his reply comes that I check my emails only on Tuesday, Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Rest of the time, either I'm scuba diving or surfing, and that really motivates me because he is living his life and he is being very genuine and authentic, and I respect that. Means, yeah, I don't expect his immediate reply because he clearly sets his boundaries and he knows his priorities, and still he's multi millionaire. So that kind of, yeah, role model I would surely follow. So burnout happens when your soul says no, but your, yeah, means your mouth says yes, and you keep on saying yes. And if you have lost the love for your business or niche, it might be time for a major pivot. Okay, your long term success depends on it. Your long term success depends on your passion. Your why matters more than your income. So, purpose driven business and life. When your business is fueled by passion and purpose rather than just profit, you create something sustainable that withstands market frustrations. You just enjoy the journey. You must have heard that it is not just the destination. So you should enjoy the whole journey, because many times what happens once you reach destination, then after some time you feel, oh, that's it. Oh, okay. What's next? That's why it's so important to enjoy the journey. Financial detachment. Developing a healthy detachment from money prevents the emotional roller coaster that comes with tying your self worth to your bank account. And that's why many times I mentioned that even if you have $0 launches, still they are good, because even though you didn't make money, of course you should make money, and that's why my every training tells high revenue generating activity. But still you should be detached, because as far as you do your job the best possible way, it is good, you did your part. And if you got $0 launches, means you didn't make money, still you gain knowledge, you gain experience, you learn lessons, and then you know what to do next time, so that you will have more profitable launch. So as far as you maintain your attitude, your happiness in any kind of situation, I think you are on a right path. Magnetic field. Ironically, when money isn't your primary driver, you often attract more of it. Because many times, do you remember during dating, if you are really after other person, after sometimes that person really gets irritated and just says, leave me alone, just don't bother me. But if you give enough room and freedom to other person, and maybe sometimes even ignore, that person will come running after you. And that is how it works over here also. I'm not saying you ignore money, but I'm just saying just be detached with the outcome. So when the money isn't your primary driver, you attract more of it through the authentic energy you bring to your business. And then, lastly, life balance. Building a business that supports your ideal lifestyle rather than consuming it, and creates sustainable success that prevents burnout. There are so many business models. No, it is your life, your business. You decide what kind of business you want. In personally, in my life, I really don't want more of money. I want more of time, freedom, and still I want to help people. So this is how I build my business. Your priorities might be different. You decide, it's your business, your rules. So breaking free from money happiness trap. So, if you are choosing money over happiness, you are setting yourself for failure. While financial success can be really, really exciting, like waking up to $1 million in sales at 8:30 a.m., making it your primary motivation creates a dangerous pattern. Bank account dependency. When your emotional state is tied directly to your finances, your entire being fluctuates with every market shift and sales report. Emotional roller coaster. Sales go up, you feel amazing. Sales drop, you crash. What is this? Do you want to live your life like that? As far as you are living human being, there will be peaks and valleys, because if your heart line shows straight line, that means doctor will announce you dead. So there will be ups and downs, but you don't need to go up when the peak is there, and you don't need to go down when there is valley. No, you maintain your constant attitude. So this constant emotional pendulum eventually leads to burnout and resentment. You are in charge of your happiness and attitude, nobody else, not even human being or any other situation. Detachment practice. Creating healthy distance between your self-worth and your income statements allows you to make clearer decisions and actually enjoy building your business. So research consistently shows that once basic needs are met, money becomes one of the lowest form of motivation. The biggest business expansions often come when entrepreneurs deepen their purpose rather than just chasing larger profit margins. You might be thinking, what are you talking about? Because at the beginning stage, you may not be seeing a lot of money, and that time every penny counts. But once you start making 1 million, 10 million, it really doesn't make much difference. Really means most of the money is going to stay in the bank, because how much can you spend, what are your needs. So money doesn't become the primary motivator. Now we are talking about power of saying no to protect your energy. When your soul says no and but your mouth says yes, it is really deadly trap. How to avoid that? Successful long term entrepreneurs understand something really important. Saying no to energy draining tasks is just as important as saying yes to opportunities. While everyone has to do things that don't practically enjoy occasionally, the frequency matters tremendously. The harsh reality is that you can spend an hour doing what you really love, but then after that 7 hours doing the task which you hate, you will inevitably end up resenting your entire business. This low energy drain is the silent killer for entrepreneur dreams. So, for sustained success over time, you must fearlessly protect your time and energy from tasks that deplete you. Your business's future depends on your ability to delegate, automate, or eliminate the responsibilities that don't align your zone of genius at all. So, let's find out the liberation strategies. Breaking free from soul sucking tasks. First, identify your energy drains. Make a list of all business tasks that leave you feeling depleted, frustrated, and resentful. These are your primary targets for elimination. Second, evaluate necessity. Determine which tasks are truly essential for your business and which might be unnecessary, busy work you have accumulated over time. Third, create solutions. For each necessary task you dislike, develop a plan to delegate, automate, or outsource. So you can just free up your energy for high impact work. Document processes. Create clear documentation for tasks you have hand off so that you can be perform consistently without your constant involvement. And even if you hire a team, you can just eh, you can just give your whatever checklist or workflow and all, because everything is documented, so you don't even need to spend too much time in educating them. Now implement these systems, set up the technology, team structure, and workflows needed to permanently remove these energy draining tasks from your plate. Remember, your business needs your active brain, yeah, happy brain, so that you can bring success in a sustainable way. Just get into higher role. You know, as a solopreneur or entrepreneur, you are wearing so many hats. Make sure you are wearing really important hat most of the time. You are wearing CEO hat, CFO hat, important. I mean, what all the tasks you are doing, those are also high impact tasks. For example, if there is a choice to create graphic design or admin work, and if there is a choice to have a customer relationship or a strategy for your business future, you should always choose something really high impact, like building relationship with your customer, follow up, or a strategy for your future. Those are more important, so give more attention to really high impact tasks. Those are really important, and yeah, they can be urgent or not urgent, but important is very important. So why entrepreneurs miss this critical path? When you created your business vision, your higher self gave you a promotion. Yet yet to many of us actually continue working at our little desk job in the basement and handling all the menial tasks, while the corner office with nice plant and nice view remains empty. This is our business, our rules. Why not to have the best possible view? The work that truly generates results, strategic thinking, relationship building, vision, casting, and innovation, often gets pushed aside by the urgent but low impact, low important tasks that fill your days. We don't want to do that way, right? This misalignment creates a growing sense of frustration and stagnation. Now, let's see if you avoid that. The research has shown that 80% success increase when entrepreneurs focus primarily on high leverage activities aligned to their soul. They see 80% increase in success and 65% burnout reduction. When your business owners delegate most dreaded tasks, 65% reduction in burnout happens. Breaking the codependency. You are not your business. Okay. One of the most dangerous patterns entrepreneurs fall into is developing an unhealthy codependent relationship with their businesses. So when you over identify your professional achievements, adopting I am my latest success mindset, you create a fragile foundation for both personal happiness and business longevity. Identify separation. Your worth as a person exists independently from your business metrics. Maintaining this distinction protects your mental health through inevitable business fluctuations. Then, balanced attention. Rather than seeking validation and significance solely from business achievements, cultivate multiple sources of meaning and connection of your life. Lastly, proper perspective. Your business should support your ideal life, not define it, or threaten it, or consume it. This perspective shift creates sustainable entrepreneurship. The entrepreneurs who thrive for decades understand that business is simply a gasoline on an already passionate flame of life. It amplifies, it supports, and it expands rather than becoming the entire identity. Building a life your business supports. Relationships are really important. You must have heard that most of the divorces happen during the initial stages of startups, because during the initial stages of startups, life is totally out of balance. Relationships are really important. So, nurture connections with partners, family, and friends who value you beyond your business enthusiasm. Okay, so you you will be a friend to your friend whether you have a business or not, and same with your family. Hobbies are so important because they release your stress, and stress is the number one killer. Why? Because stress enhances every possible disease in your body. So hobbies, they will release your stress. They are really important in your life. So cultivate interest and skills that completely unrelated to your business. So, and just you should enjoy your hobbies. Your hobbies might be different from mine, but as far as you're enjoying, everything is fine. Practices, practice self-care. I remember I had written one blog, that 40 self-care activities, and basically that blog I wrote for Valentine's Day, because I thought there might be some people who may not have Valentine on their Valentine's Day, so they can be their own Valentine. And that blog went viral, and I still get so many connections from that blog, because that was missing part in many people's lives. So self care activities, even spiritual, physical, mental, all those health areas are important. So have daily practices to take care of every aspect of your life. Long term entrepreneur success requires a life outside of your business, okay? So, one filled with relationships, experiences, and passions that are nothing to do with your professional identity. So, this balanced approach creates a resilience when business challenges inevitably arise, right? The alternate, becoming workaholic. No, you don't want to become workaholic. Instead of that, nurture your relationships, follow your hobbies, and daily practices to have holistic wellness in your life and your personal relationships, business, that will give you sustainable success. So, what is the sustainable success blueprint? Let's summarize it. Reconnect with your passion. Schedule a personal retreat to honestly assess what aspects of your business still, yeah, they drain you or they light you up. So, depending on what areas may need adjustments to realign with your evolving interest. Keep on taking self analysis, and what interest you have today may change tomorrow. So, you can change your priorities accordingly. Detach from financial metrics. Create alternative success measures beyond profit, such as impact metrics, customer transformation stories, or team development milestones. Eliminate energy drains. Identify the three tasks you most dread and develop a concrete plan to delegate, automate, and eliminate them within your next 30 days. Don't procrastinate. Start taking action today and finish this task in your next 30 days. It is really important, it is vitally important for your energy, for your life, for your business. Strengthen your identity foundation. Establish clear boundaries between work and personal life, including dedicated time for relationships and activities that have nothing to do with your business. So, by implementing these four pillars of sustainable entrepreneurship, you will build a business that not only grows financially but continues to fulfill your personal life for years to come, even decades. The true measure of success isn't what you build, but how long you can enjoy, how long you can joyfully sustain it. Yeah, because that is what I always heard. It is not how big your dream is, it is like how long you can dream. And that's why I learned it is really hard way. I was bedridden for 1 year, and then when I got my bonus life after recovery, I just wanted to share this message to every solopreneur, entrepreneur, small business owner, because they pay a lot of price for their business, and still many solopreneurs quit their business before launching their first product. Many entrepreneurs don't see second year in their business. Those who see second year, many of them don't see fifth year in the business, and I wanted to reverse that trend. So I'm just sharing my personal journey experiences so that you can learn, so that you can have better life. And that's it. I'm just thankful and grateful for whatever life I have, and I just want to share all my blessings with you. And thank you, and God bless you.